Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. What an exciting time to be an early adopter in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. So the SEC looked out. I don't want to say looked out. It wasn't intentional, but they surely did bless Ripple with a gift. Shout out to Elad Roisman and Hester. I'm hearing a lot of people say Parse now. So I always thought it was Purse, but I guess we'll have to find out about that. But nonetheless, shout out to the both of them for stepping up and doing the right thing. And just reaffirming, if you will, that there just has not been any clarity out of the camp of the SEC. So very, very excited to see that. Jeremy Hogan was massively excited about this latest news coming out of the SEC and Ripple's letter as well. What's his name? John Deaton. I told you that dude was going to be a pit bull in this case. And he has been for sure. So really, really excited. It's great news about that. And again, the Ripple team is just, with this, when they begin to depose Bill Hinman, yeah, they're going to use a lot of things. They got a lot of weapons. And it's going to be very, very, it's like, it doesn't matter. I think that personally, I believe that the SEC believes that that letter coming out from the SEC is a straw that broke the camel's back. Like, it's over. It's time to begin to talk seriously about settlement. I really, really do believe it. I saw that Ripple and the Ripple team and the SEC team of lawyers came together and have agreed on questions and and lack thereof, right? The questions and the non-questions, the ones where both sides had agreed about whatever kind of protection that he may have. So they come to their conclusion on that. So I think that is absolutely outstanding. It's not going to be a good look. And here's the thing. You think about the SEC attorneys, you have to think they have to be thinking to themselves with this latest news from Elad Roisman and Hester Parse, that why are we here? Why are we doing what we're doing if we're not even getting the backing from our own people? We're not even getting the backing from our own people. Yeah, it's just not a good look. And you just have to give major credit to Hester and Elad for speaking the truth, and not falling into party lines and not, it takes a lot of courage to do what they're doing. This is in-house. Right. So for them to step up the way that they have is massive. And I hope all these people in the community who are constantly giving Hester a hard time will just relax now. Just relax now. So this is just a major win for sure, guys. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. Let me say hey to the family. What's going on, Keyless? It's great to see you this morning. Another lady of crypto is in the building. What's going on, South Texas Celsian? Good to see you, my friend. Absolutely. What's good? The Bouts are in the building. What's going on, Josh? Good to see you, brother. Michael O2 is here. What is the value of SongBirds? Yeah, you got to go check it out. Good morning, XRP Magnificent. It's great to see you. Yeah, so those people, and of course, the SongBird news is absolutely outstanding. Listen, goodness gracious, what a blessing Flare Network has been to these four communities, but especially to the XRP community. And going forward, Flare Network is going to be a blessing to the digital asset space. Mark my words. Mark my words. So, man, how blessed are we? And we're going to go over the latest announcement, the big announcement coming out of Flare Network. I think is absolutely huge. I think it's important. I think it speaks to the level of the commitment to get it right, to get it as right as they humanly possibly can for us. I think is huge. I think that they understand that this can be a great deal. It can be a big deal. They want to be as secure as they humanly possibly can. They want to be as secure as Ethereum, but be able to scale in both growing a platform and in transactional throughput, right? And so, you know, let's get it right. Let's get as close to as right as we possibly can. Let's say, look, we've done every single possible thing that we possibly could have done to make this secure. Now it's time to launch. But we're not there yet. That's what this announcement is. We haven't done. We've come up with some other things that we can do to get this right as close to possible as we can. You know, as close to perfection that we can. And so I'm excited about that. So if there's any delays, hopefully it's not too bad. I am streaming on Facebook as well. Hello to the Facebook community. Hello to the Facebook community. I haven't been streaming over there in a while, so I figured I'd try to do it. So really excited about that. So this latest announcement from Flare about SongBird, I think Bird is massive on the, you know, kind of like a Cannary network block, what basically is a test blockchain with a real asset. Test blockchain with the real asset, right? Because SongBird is kind of part of the Polkadot Kasama network. So really, really excited about that. And we are going to be blessed with this SongBird token. So basically it's a limited supply we're going to get, but we're going to be able to test it on a real blockchain that was built. The blockchain was built to test your projects, right? The blockchain is built to test your project, and we're going to test it with SongBird, right? Not Spark token, with SongBird, right? So it's important to understand that. Not that SongBird won't have real value to it, but we're going to test with SongBird, and I think that's very, 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 very smart. We're being gifted this SongBird token, and so we'll be able to test it. And I believe there was some I don't know, confusion about whether or not we were going to still be able to mint F assets. And Patty XRP in the Telegram and the VIP Telegram said that we were going to be able to, a Patreon Telegram, that we were going to be able to mint the F assets. So we're going to go over that together. It's important. So yeah. So let me say hey to everybody here. Crypto Fitters, great to see you, my friend. Crawfish is in the building. What's good with you, bro? Devon Steve is here. John Leverett is in the building. How are you? So instead of Spark, we use SongBird. Yes, in the Cannary network, which is a real blockchain for testing purposes. Yes, we will be using SongBird. Yeah, well, every network relies on participation to succeed. Chops Fury, right? Bitcoin relies on participation, right? If no one's buying it, no one's, hooking up miners, it don't work, right? Yeah, so that is really, really exciting. So we're going to get into this. We're going to get into this letter from Ripple. We're going to get into this thing with Elad Roisman and Hester Purse as well. But we're going to go over the news from Flare XYZ. We'll do that as well. And we're going to go over the numbers because the market is bleeding. Wow. Yeah, market is bleeding for sure. So, that's very, very interesting. Yeah, the market is bleeding for sure. I just cannot believe where this market is right now. Although my guy did say we were going to have a summer bear, So I'm guessing this is it. So we'll see how long this thing. I mean, we've been in a kind of a fear mode for a while now in terms of sentiment, 60 plus days. So we'll see how long this is going to go on. Polygon not doing great. XRP not doing great. The market as a whole just not doing great. And we'll go over those numbers in just a second. But first, let's hop on that bridge. Let's go. Wait a minute. What happened here? Hold on. Had to grab my favorite libation. The SEC is gifted Ripple, in particular Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, but Ripple as a whole. Pretty powerful. Let's go. Listen, this is crazy. What's going on, Jason Carter? Indeed, life is good right now. Life is good. Face Stampers in the building. Yes, indeed. Another airdrop. If you were able to participate in the Snapshot in December and got Spark token, got that Snapshot, now you will also be getting some SongBird. And I think it's 1 to 0.15. So it's all good, right? Flare Network is doing their best to get it as right, as perfect as they possibly can. That's exciting stuff. Life is good. What's going on, Jay Corn? Good to see you. Man, that's a blessing, right? That is a blessing, my friend. It is a blessing. Yep, 0.1511. There you go, Russ Beck. How are you, my friend? How are you? So yeah, 0.15 is, you know, that's what it is. I'll take it. But this SongBird, my understanding, this is part of Polkadot Kasama's kind of network. That's really, really cool to see. Let's go over the numbers real quick because they're brutal, and then we'll get on to the more exciting stuff. Yeah, I checked the numbers out this morning, and I gotta tell you, goodness gracious. So yeah, the market cap is at 1.24 trillion, 1.24 trillion. Bitcoin is still below 30,000. And the market cap as a whole is down 3.5%. Yeah. So Ethereum is at $1,750. The market will test your resolve, whether or not. Binance coin is at $265. Shout out for the new people in the space that haven't had a chance to establish themselves a portfolio. This is absolutely exciting news for you. Look at XRP at almost 2 for $1. Almost 2 for $1. Wow. Cardano's at $1.04. XRP is 52 cents. Dogecoin 16 cents. Yeah, I wish I had some dry powder. We don't have any dry powder to deploy into the market right now. Polkadot is $10.85. Uniswap's at $14.76. Bitcoin Cash is at $392. Litecoin, there's all my liquidity in Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash rather. Litecoin's $106, man. Solana's $23. Ethereum Classic's $38. So yeah, look at Polygon at 67 cents. We need to keep that thing above 65 cents. We need it above 75 cents actually. VeChain's at 5 cents. Wow, VeChain is at 5 cents. Market is interesting. So to give some people some chance to kind of dollar cost average in and take advantage of that, I'm excited for you guys. Shiba Inu is down. Ave's $217. Yeah, Cosmos under $10 again. Look at that. So that's the news on the market. Now let's go over this Flare.xyz, which I just think is absolutely exciting. I bought Charlie Lee Bags is in the building. What's going on, my friend? Yeah. J-Mar, that's exactly what I'm saying, bro. If you participated in the snapshot, if you were able to participate in that snapshot, now you will be getting a second airdrop as an XRP holder of the SongBird token. Yes, indeed. It's really, really great. What's going on, Ryan James? Good morning to you. Good morning to you for sure. So let's appreciate you being here, Jay Martyr. Nope. And the Amara. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, interesting stuff. Let's go over this Flare.xyz. Shout out to Hugo Filion and the team over at Flare Networks for wanting to get it right, for raising their game to get it right. Man, I'm excited about it. All right, so let's share the screen. Now I'm gonna go through all of this. So make sure you guys got your favorite libation, got some, maybe you got an early breakfast sandwich, or maybe you got your favorite croissant. Right? Maybe you got some lemon pound cake or a blueberry muffin from Starbucks. Those are my go-tos. And because I'm going to go through this line by line because I think it's that important just to see the level of freaking Flare Network, man. I just got to tell you, how cool is that? SongBird, introducing SongBird, the Cannary network. So introducing SongBird, the Cannary network for Flare. We are excited to release our updated plans on the excited to release it. How about that? Our updated plans on the launch of Flare. At Flare, we have been conducting extensive testing of the network and the various core protocols that are intended to provide utility. Our testing has now reached a point with many elements where a little more can be understood from further testing on an isolated test network. We will now progress where little more can be understood. So they basically, on the testing, they've done all they can. Now we are going to progress to a live testing on an operational blockchain in an adversarial environment. So it's an operational blockchain, but it's going to be live testing with SongBird token. In the next 6 weeks, we will be releasing a Cannary network for Flare, and it's called SongBird. What is a Cannary network? A Cannary network is an operational blockchain with a defined, hence scarce token supply that is intended to be used to test features for a related mainnet. On a Cannary network, users have a balance that cannot just be replenished at will. This is in contrast to a testnet, which generally has an unlimited token supply available in increments to any users through a faucet. Live blockchain, limited amount of SongBird that you're going to get, and you're going to be using it on a real blockchain, an operational blockchain for testing. So in other words, we're going to get an opportunity to mint and to do all the things that you would do with your Spark token. It would be my guess. We'll find out more with this SongBird. So the defined and scarce token supply may confer value to the token. The defined and scarce token supply may confer value to the token. potentially making it attractive to attackers, such that testing is as real as it can possibly get. In other words, it's going to have value, right? Right? The bad guys don't go after stuff that has no value, right? This allows for the hardening of the system under testing. Polkadot is the originator of the Cannary concept with their Kusama network. Whoa, you guys check out the value in Kusama. Polkadot is the originator of the Cannary network concept with their Kusama network. So what is the purpose of this SongBird? You guys may be asking, and I'm sure that you are. SongBird is the Cannary network for Flare. It will have two distinct phases. Prior to the launch of Flare, SongBird will be instrumental in the continued testing of the Flare time series Oracle, the state connector, and F asset system, and the network architecture. The FTO and F asset protocols will be live on SongBird. So someone didn't read the blog before they got into the VIP Telegram asking questions. The FTSO and F asset protocols will be live on SongBird with F assets generated from the underlying tokens. This will improve the security, stability, and credibility for the ultimate launch of Flare. So that was all I read was prior. Now, after post-Flare launch, SongBird is intended to be a long-term network for testing governance-led changes. Do you see what I'm saying here? Do you get that right there? Massive, because not only for Flare network will this SongBird be available for testing, but about the potential people coming to Flare network. So Flare Networks is saying, cool, I get it. You did your thing. You've done your stuff, coders and developers, and we get it. You did all of that stuff for your thing. Now you can hop on our thing, our SongBird, our Cannary network, if you will, and run it out again before you actually get on live on Flare Network. You see the power in that? It's pretty cool. So post-Flare launch, SongBird is intended to be a long-term network for testing governance-led changes to Flare, such as the incorporation of new F assets. Also, changes to the FTSO. Whew, this is big time. This is big time. Changes to the FTSO, F asset systems, or any other network change. In all periods, SongBird has two other core uses. First, advanced testing and community building for applications that wish to launch on Flare. Well, how about that? I think I just said that. Ideally, all applications that launch on Flare, especially that utilize the FTSO and F asset systems, will test initially, on SongBird. Yeah, I think I just said that. Second, as a way for Spark token holders to familiarize themselves with key Flare protocols, such as delegation to the FTSO, so you don't have to be worried about that. You're going to have an opportunity to see what it looks like without putting that Spark token in jeopardy, because you'll be able to do it with the SongBird thing. All right, so minting of assets, there we go again, and uses of applications that build on Flare without putting their Spark tokens at risk. Do you see what's going on here? Before I go on, let me get back into the chat. How many see the big picture here? How many see the level of commitment and dedication to this community? How many see that? Oh, we still talking about taxes. How many see it here? Do you get it? I haven't even read the rest of it yet. What's going on, Carrie Doll? Kusama is running at around $150 mark. What does it start out, Devon Steve? What does Kusama launch at? What price? There's a smart man right there. Mark Wilkers, what's good, brother? That's exactly right. We can practice without risk and be part of the debugging process. Absolutely. And for me, the greater thing is the potential people coming onto Flare Network will be able to do the same. Because this is not about the price of the Spark token. This is about network adoption. That's where the big money comes in. The big money comes from network adoption. Never mind price appreciation of an asset or asset appreciation. It's about network adoption. This is huge. This is huge that they're doing this. Absolutely huge. And for those who look to complain, I hope that you will help them. You will help quiet that noise. I hope that you will help quiet that noise. Trevor LeConte is in the building. What's good with you, my friend? Well, yeah, of course. Well, they're telling us now, Carrie. Hey, they're telling us now. Absolutely. That's how big David Whaley, they believe this Flare network and the Spark token can be. That's right. Or we could have Ethereum. Right? We could have Ethereum that bogs down with massive use. We could have Ethereum that's slow. We can have Ethereum with gas prices that are out of control. Or we can keep moving the goalposts until we get it right. I'll take the latter. What's going on, Chop Shuri? That's a great point, my friend. That's a great point. Couldn't have said it any better myself, brother. So it's perceived value and used as a test platform for further use case utility. This is game-changing for developers and innovation of blockchain technology. Exactly. He says, do y'all get this? That's what I asked you. Do y'all get that? You see how this is, how blessed we are as XRP holders and as a community, as the Flare community of all the assets that are part of this Flare community. See how blessed we are? You want to talk about the standard? Flare Network is taking it to another level with this announcement. Karajan Singh, no idea about price, my friend. I appreciate you being here this morning. This new airdrop is going to be for people who participated in the snapshot in December. What's going on, Blockchain Monkeys? Good to see you, bro. Indeed. Are you participating? Is the big time deal. Hey, Andrew, how are you? Another lady of crypto checking in. Good to see you. Hello from Switzerland. Andrew says hello to everyone. Guys, say hello. Yeah, other coins will know that Flare is the real and is the real and true, accurately functioning deal. Exactly. That's exactly right. Again, it's not about the tokenomics. It's about network adoption. Tokenomics is just a thing. Network adoption is where the real value is. Network adoption is where the real value is. Oh, you're welcome, Blockchain Monkeys. Appreciate you being here, bro. Travis Tolliver's in the building. What's good with you? Good to see you. Oh, good to see you. How about that? Great news. How about that, guys? Listen to this from Travis Tolliver. WanSwap is awesome. I accidentally sent 799 XRP without a destination tag and thought it was lost. Hopped on Telegram, I'm sure you mean Telegram, and someone from the WanSwap team got my XRP to my WanSwap wallet. Nice. Congrats. I'm telling you, WanSwap.finance, $15 to $20. You can get really, really comfortable with DeFi. $15 to $20. You can get real comfortable with being both a lender and a borrower. $15 to $20. You can get real comfortable with being treated like the 1% of the 1%. $15 to $20. Let's say $20 to $25. Invest in you. Say yes to you. And invest $20 to $25 to get comfortable. So in preparation for the launch of Flare Network and Flare Finance, I think you're worth that investment. I think you're worth that investment. Willie Washington, what's good with you, brother? Good morning. It's good to see you. Legendary checked in. What? Who's live? I bought Charlie's bags. What do you mean? Flare Network is live somewhere. Where are they live? We got to check that out. Where's Flare live, my friend? Twitter? Is it on Twitter or something? Let me see what's going on over here. We want to listen to Hugo. If Hugo is doing this thing. I don't see any. Where are they live at, brother? Please let us know. I saw something said live, but I don't see. Oh, no, that's not it. Where's Flare Network live at, bro? Today is the 20th. Okay, I don't see it. YouTube live, I think. Oh, Flare Community is live. Okay, Devon Steve, thank you. Yeah. He does lives all the time. Yep. You talking Flare Community, right? Flare Community. Well, let's go to YouTube and see. Shout out to Crypto Eddie. She broke that thing early in the wee hours of the morning this morning. Yeah, Flare Community, which is just not just, but it's a content creator, is live. Maybe. Yeah. Got it. Got it. SongBird, yeah. So Flare Community. who's a content creator is live. Got it. So guys, again, I'm gonna go over some more, but this is, I'm telling you, this is, we're talking Flare as a level 1. Again, I've always equated it to Ethereum. But think about all the things that have decided to build on Ethereum. But think of Flare as just better. It's just exponentially better. I mean, powerful. Absolutely powerful. Legendary, what's good? You watching both channels? All right, bro. All right, what else we got? Yes, Michael O2. SongBird is only available for people who participated in the Spark airdrop. Yep. That is my understanding from Crypto Eddie this morning, but we're going to go over more of it. We're going to go over more of it here in a second. What's going on, Digital Funkster? It's great to see you, man. What's going on, John Stoops? Great to see you. This is so powerful to be able to see, because what you'll be able to do is all the thing that Flare Network is going to be doing with Spark, rewards, minting of F assets, and all the things that you're going to be able to do. You'll be able to have real live, because the numbers will be real. So you'll be able to see the actual reward. You'll be able to it's going to help paint a bigger picture of what potential cash flow is for you or can be for you. I mean, you'll get to see, permanent loss. What does it look like? You'll get a shot at what that now. And, unfortunately, you're not going to have, I don't think you're going to have, it's going to be, I think someone said September. So you don't have a whole long time, right? Because in permanent loss, right, those are months, right? You may see impermanent loss, but the actualization of the permanent loss, it can be months, because it's not actualized until you take your liquidity off there. But you'll be able to look at numbers. You'll be able to see what's 10% impermanent loss looks like. What is 20%? You'll be able to gauge and calculate. I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, it's phenomenal what they're doing here. Mark Wilga says, I am excited to practice with the SGB token, SongBird, and see how many rewards I can earn. I mostly will delegate to the FTSO and mint a bunch of YXRP. But now I can try out the pools without worrying about impermanent loss. You get to see what it looks like and feel like, right? Wow, this is crazy, crazy good, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, that's right, Chops Fury. There you go. How exciting is it being early here and understanding the exponential growth of technology? We're heading into layer 2 tech already. I mean, it's a blessing. That's right. There it is right there, Chops Fury. DeFi is our way out. Without question, bro. Without question. Without question. And even if it does take years for it to launch Carry Doll, it's still going to launch, and it's still going to be awesome. It's still going to launch, and it's still going to be awesome. Bull runs can take years. Bear markets can take years. Just look back to the latest bear market. It took years. You're still here. You're still here. The digital asset space is still here. Even after a 3-year bear market, 3-year plus. Digital asset space is still standing. You're still standing. So what does it matter if it takes years for it to launch? Mark Wilkers, we are the 1% of the 1%. Indeed. Indeed. All right, let's go into this some more. All right. So let me read this again for you guys. In all periods, SongBird has two other core uses. First, advanced testing and community building for applications that wish to launch on Flare. I'm telling you, the developers and the coders, they get it. They get this. The potential people looking to build projects, real use case projects, they get what's going on. Ideally, all applications that launch on Flare, especially those that utilize the FTSO and FASIS systems, will test initially on SongBird. Second, as a way for Spark token holders to familiarize themselves with key Flare protocols, such as delegation to the FTSO, with minting of assets, and uses of apps that build on Flare. Now, which app do you know that builds on Flare? Flare Finance, just to name one, right? Without putting their Spark token at risk. Flare will launch with all the tested core protocols. FTSO, initial F assets, and state connector. The use of SongBird as the testbed for potential updates to Flare means that between Flare and SongBird, SongBird will often be the more advanced network. Innovations and new dApps launches will happen first on SongBird and then may be rolled out on Flare after testing. Could you say crypto kitties? Don't you wish Ethereum would have had that kind of thing going on with crypto kitties? Some of you might not remember that. This makes SongBird its own type of network, which may be useful. Yeah, you think a lot of people might be excited about that idea? You think other projects will be excited about it? Well, I wonder if other projects might think that there's some value to that SGB token. This makes SongBird its own type of networks, which may be useful in isolation to applications that do not need the intended stability of Flare, but which wish to enjoy the core Flare protocols and potentially more advanced features that SongBird may offer of Flare. Beautiful. This might generally appeal to lower value applications, whereas Flare might appeal to applications handling greater amounts of value. OMG. I hope you're getting what they're saying here. I mean, this is huge in every kind of way. This is the HUGE in huge. That they're willing to do this. Hope you get it. Hope you guys get it. Your patience overall for this? Wow. Oh man, if you could just think about it, if you can just take a second and think about the possibility for you. And all you have to do is just resolve. Just resolve. If you want to do something, hang out on OneSwap.finance. Oh, goodness. As an XRP holder. All right, SongBird token. SongBird will have its own token, and it's SGB, which will be distributed once only one time, and in the same ratio to all the same, recipients of the Flare distribution. Total starting supply will be 15 billion with initial inflation of 10% per year through the FTSO and validated reward systems. This means for every one XRP that was held at the time of the snapshot, 0.151 SGB will be allocated, but it's once only. What is that once only? You see how they, what does that mean when you say once only? Do you guys get that once only feel? Yeah. Full amount. Yeah, I like it. There will be no predefined minting rewards pool. Instead, that supply will remain with the Flare Foundation. If you claimed Spark through self-custody, you will use the same Ethereum style address, but with a different chain ID to access the SongBird. If you claimed your Spark through an exchange, they will receive SongBird on your behalf. You will need to ask them to distribute it to you. You will need to ask them to distribute it to you. Now, for me, that's Celsius, right? I got to make sure Celsius is up to date on what's going on. I'm an ambassador for the monster, for the beast that is the Celsius network. But I want to make sure I get my SGB, right? I'll be able to ask a few people, right? I'm in touch with a couple of people there, right? So governance, similar to Flare, the SongBird token can be used to perform a governance role. Unlike Flare, this would not be over the implementation of changes to SongBird itself, as SongBird is subordinated for Flare for that purpose. So governance could, however, be useful in adding additional chains, prices, and F assets that haven't been suggested by Flare governance. So to the SongBird State Connector, FTSO, FSS protocols, respectively. Let me say that again. Governance could, however, be useful in adding additional chains, prices, and F assets that haven't been suggested by Flare governance to the SongBird State Connector, FTSO, and FSS protocols, respectively. Launch order. SongBird will launch first as a pure EVM smart contract network. This will enable testing of the network architecture and for the initiation of testing of third-party dApps. Subsequently, the FTSO, State Connector, and FASA systems will be enabled. So again, FTSO, State Connector, and FASA systems will be enabled. The real deal, in a sense, for us. Absolutely massive. And we'll be doing it with SGB without putting our Spark token at risk. All right. Absolutely love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Flare launch. All right. So what we got going on here? Flare will launch after substantial testing of all systems on SongBird, with the current final security audit scheduled to finish at the end of September. Chaos warning. SongBird should not be considered a production-ready network. It is for testing of the integrity of the proposed production network. Proposed governance updates over time. The Flare core protocols and dApps launching on Flare. The Flare team makes no promises or no promise to continue support or development of SongBird in the future. The team at Flare, and likely the various teams testing these dApps on SongBird, will be actively trying to find and exploit bugs and other issues and break the network. Please, therefore, be aware that SongBird comes with the potential for loss of liveness, token loss, and risk that is potentially greater than mainnet deployments. I like it. Measure twice, cut once. I like it. So in other words, you're putting this SongBird out there with the value that it's going to have some kind of value, and people may be looking to get it. So you got the cold potential thing going on in terms of hacks. And then you got, whether or not, what's this going to stand? How is it going to stand up? Is it going to stand up? Right? Are there backdoors? This is something that's been missed. Absolutely love it. But you'll be participating in a way that has a real live feel to it. So I'm excited for that. I mean, that's really, really cool. Yeah, that's right. There you go, Charles Shuri. Governance to implement testing. Governance to implement testing on new tech ideas all stimulates growth in the sector. It's brilliant. Indeed, it is. Indeed, it is. Trevor, what's going on with you, brother? Good to see you. I reckon exchanges will give automatically. They don't have a customer. So, yeah, well, we hope, Jay McDean. Good to see you, bro. Yep. All coins at once. There you go, legendary. That's it. Yep, I love it. And all built on the XRP ledger. Open source tech with the foundation for anyone to develop upon. Yep, indeed. What's going on, XRP Bibles? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, how about that, Trevor? Almost to the point of no need to sell any XRP. Almost there. I do know what you mean. Think about that. Almost to the point of no need to sell any XRP. It's going to be really interesting to see. I can't wait for this. 6 to 8 weeks. John Leverett. Keyless, what are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about BitTrue. Yeah. So Flare Network launch is not going to be until the final test audit, rather, and that will not be until the end of September. Maple Zerp. What's going on, D. Daniels? Good to see you. Well, we've been talking for almost an hour now about this latest announcement from Flare Network. They're going to be launching something called SongBird, which is kind of the same thing as a Cannary network concept, where you have a live blockchain called SongBird and it's going to take the certain aspects from Flare Network, the actual aspects like the state connector and the FSS system and the FTS rewards. They're going to put it on this SongBird. They're going to give you the SongBird token for people who are part of the Snapshot, and you'll be able to use a SongBird token in the same manner that you would use the Spark token, but you'll be doing it on this quote unquote SongBird, which is a Cannary network, right? And so you'll be able to, if you will, simulate and get a real live feel for what you'll be able to do with the Spark token. And so I absolutely love that. I love the concept because we want to know how is this FTSO going to work and stand up? How is this F asset system going to work and stand up, right? How is the state connector system going to work and stand up? But we don't want to know that with our Spark token and lose it, have a shot at losing it. Now we won't have to worry about putting that Spark token at risk. So the elements of the from Flare Network put on the Cannary network, so we'll get to see how it works with this SongBird thing, right? And so I think that is huge. And I think that developers and other potential projects looking to come to Flare will appreciate this concept and they will be able to use it. And I think that will be phenomenal for these new potential projects. So I think it's really good. I think it is a door for opening a door for network adoption, and ultimately that is the deal, right? It's very much like what Ripple has done. Right? Ripple builds out these suite of products that say, come, 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 come. We'll keep putting stuff that invites you to come. And I think this is a big part of that concept, you know, putting something out that's inviting other projects to come. Really, really cool. Don't know that part yet, D. Daniels, or whether or not you'll be able to cash them. Excuse me, I was up really, 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 really late. Got like 5.5 hours sleep. Yeah, and so I think ultimately, no one likes delays, right? No one likes it, right? Everyone wants to look at their money now, and I totally get it. I totally get that. Everyone wants to look at their money now, and I totally, totally get that. To me, this says they realize the potential value of the Flare networks, both Flare networks and the Spark token, and they want to make sure that they get it right. Now, I mean, the other approaches you could do what Ethereum did, sure, you could do that, absolutely, and you could have a bunch of people just saying, you know what, I'm just going to suffer through it. Sure. Absolutely. You could have that. But Flare Network has decided not to do that. They've decided not to come in with slow. They decided to not come in with expensive to use and bogged down network. They decided not to do that. So they would rather, you know, take the hits on delaying the launch versus taking the hits on expensive and bogging down, especially when it comes to potential losing the asset. So yeah, so really, you know, for me, this concept, I think about the bigger picture, and I think the bigger picture is, I said this before, it's network adoption. It's not asset realizing an asset's price. You know, for you know, the bigger picture is network adoption, and you know, and that's what Ethereum got, right. They got network adoption, and they got it at such a scale that projects don't care. They continue to come on regardless, right? Continue to come on, right? And so that's what we want. We want network adoption, and we'll be able to, you know, what is it? What I want to say? We'll be able to get that same kind of network adoption that Ethereum did, and without the bog down, hopefully, and without those massive fees. And so I love that. You know what I mean? So yeah, so you know, ultimately we'll see which network wins and which one doesn't. You know, ultimately, I think that's the deal. We'll see which one wins and which one doesn't, and it can always be more than one winner. Right now, for me, Flare Network is the one who's gifted me something. Now, twice. Flare Network is the platform that decided to build on the XRPL ledger, right? Not post chain. So for me in this community, you know, my money is on Flare Network and the Spark token, and I have an opportunity. To make both the governance and the network the envy in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we have that with post chain. And so ultimately, network adoption is the true fruit on the tree, not the price of an asset, right? The price of an asset is not the true fruit. It may be a fruit, but it's not the fruit on the tree. The fruit on the tree is network adoption, right? That's the true ultimate fruit on the tree, right? And so that's right, Josh. That's right. Actually, 3 gifts as XRP holders. Yes, indeed. What's going on, Lone Riders Colonel? How are you, my friends? Great to see you. That's right, and that's the key. And a lot of people, sometimes it's hard to just kind of get out of your window, right? It's hard sometimes to just get out of your box. You know, you got to realize this, the success for you is built on really network adoption. What's up?
They're pulling in the lake. Did you have any missed calls from the guard shack?
Nope.
Or
They're pulling into the lake or up to the lake?
They're pulling in the lake of the woods now.
Did you call her in last time?
No, because she has a car. She does business.
Oh, okay. All right. So, I mean, to me, that's the bigger picture, really, right? The win is network adoption, right? So ultimately a showcase of the XRP ledger, as I said from the outset of the Flare Network's utility for it. Developers will come. Developers will come after seeing this case study, basically. That's exactly right. So that's kind of where we are. And I hope you guys take some time to read that flare.xyz again, for sure, to get the bigger picture of what's going on. It's just absolutely outstanding. And again, I know no one likes delays for sure. But if Flare wants to, do their best to get it right. And here's the other thing. We get a chance and an opportunity at a great, learning model here. I mean, this is going to be great for leveling up your knowledge. So take advantage of it, take advantage of it when it comes, and be prepared for it, because it's pretty massive. I didn't even get a chance to get into the Ripple lawsuit news. I'll do that on the next live stream for sure. Do that on the next live stream for sure. Yeah, absolutely, guys. All right, so listen, guys, I'm going to end this video, end this live stream like I do all of my live streams. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. What's going on, crypto homegirl? So bullish for SongBird, so bullish for Flare Network, so bullish for XRP. Hashtag still bullish. I love it. So I'm going to end this live stream like I do all of my live streams and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya.